Howdy folks, TechTexN here, bringing you part 4 of Planet Explorers. This game was finally released on Steam, and I downloaded it on Steam, so I am very happy about that. The only downside is I couldn't keep my previous save games. Actually, I might have, but I just went ahead, started over again, brought us back to the same point where we left off in the previous video. I even gave my character the same name and everything, so let us continue the story. We're looking for the doctor, and we found him. Alright, yeah, I named my character differently, actually. I called him Bobo. Short for Bobby. Alright, Gertie is a bit south. Let's go. So, in short, basically... No, you don't need to get your things. Just gotta protect them on the way. And... thankfully he runs. I think in an earlier version he walked, so this was a painful mission in the fact that I had to wait on him, but they fixed that long ago. At least I think so. I could be making that up. Oh, there's a huge herd over there. That's a lot of meat we could be getting. And they're being chased by one little furry animal. But you gotta admit, this is a beautiful looking game. Well, except for, you know, a few minor unrealistic animations here and there. But this is an alpha, so you can't judge just quite yet. They still have a long way to go to fix this and that. But what they have done looks really good. I even turned off the grass textures. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the grass textures real quick. Let's see, go to options, grass distance, not grass density. Very little, let's apply. See, that's what the grass actually looks like. And the reason why I turned it off is because there are some pitfalls in the game. Not really pitfalls, but there's caves in this game. And there are some openings in the ground, and the grass made it very difficult to see those. So, plus there are some critters that are pretty small and sometimes hide in the grass. Not so much over here in this area, but in other parts of the game there is. So, just for the sakes of demonstration, I turn that off. It still looks good, I think. It just kind of bugs me a little bit. And I like to see when there's a hole in front of me. I mean, otherwise it looks great. The water, the terrain, and you get a lot more holes in the ground in a procedural created world, which they do have in this game. So if you're the kind of person that likes a random created map, this game has it, just not in story mode.
Gertie, you sure look like crap.
Well, that's a nice thing to say. Sure look like crap.
Thanks. It's good to see you too.
Hold still and I'll give you something to stabilize you. We'll need to move you to the
okay, yeah.
Since most people are gonna be on guard duty.
Give me a hand.
Lead us back to the other than saving a beautiful old man and a young lady in distress.
They kind of make you a jerk in this game in that you keep asking for something in return of your services. I mean, come on, I would have helped them for free. I don't like it when games make my character a jerk. It's okay to give me the option for it, but to actually make me a jerk, I mean, come on. I mean, he's not too big of a jerk, but that's just wrong. What are you going to give me for it? We're trying to save lives here, people. You gotta admit, he's hustling from carrying another human being. I mean, I'm carrying a wooden sword and a shield that's smaller than my behind. I should be able to run a lot faster. As you can see, they're not running into much trouble. There's one little guy there we might have to worry about, but he seems to be preoccupied attacking something else, so... The first time I played this game in an older version, I had a lot more trouble with this mission because I was messing around until nightfall, and that's when some nasty creatures tend to come out. They're ones that reside in caves. For those of you who play this game, you know which ones I'm talking about. And yeah, I ran into problem after problem. Okay. Seems to be running a little slower now. Okay.
Did you get hurt or something?
No. Okay. We'll just go through the motions and click on all the dialogue. I'm not going to waste too much of your time with it. You could always go back, pause if you want to read some of this. Where are the med? Okay, got my med packs. What's with all the dangerous animals? Do I look like a zoologist? Blah, 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 blah. Alright, give me... Alright, so basically a mission to find some materials. He'll give me some... how to make a revival shot. So we got to get that stuff. Oh, and plastic script. Alright. And I noticed there's one difference in this version is the meats are now under resource. They used to be under items, and I'm kind of glad they stuck it under resource because that's something that you get a lot more of. There's a few things they put under resource that used to be under items, so they changed that around a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and just have the other mission ready. So where are the others?
Sure. I think Chen went west to a crater, while Sly went north.
Bribing works, wait here? Come on.
You might want to check on them. Alright. I've highlighted the two.
See, they kind of make you a jerk. Really, you're bribing to go help some people? Come on. That's just not right. We're supposed to be colonists here on this planet, starting a new world. I kind of like how later on they tend to talk about how on Earth things kind of went to crap because it cut down all the trees and everything. And what's the first thing we do when we come to this planet? Sure enough, dig a hole and cut down a tree. Like, we're really going to do much better here. We're going to do the exact same thing, people. Maybe I shouldn't have started cutting this. Takes a little while. Now keep in mind, this is the small version of those things. It takes a while to cut them down, so you want better tools to cut those big things down. But they do provide a lot of wood, so it's definitely worth it. And actually, when you see these, the only reason why I'm cutting it down is because it's in the middle of the camp. But otherwise, when you see these things, go ahead and let them grow, because they provide a lot of wood later on. 7? Oh, that's because I'm using a wooden axe. Okay. Let's see here. So, got some items. What shall we do first on our map? As you can see, this is a huge map. We have only explored this segment right here. Just that. Just this little area. And there's so much more. And it's a lot of mountainous terrain as well. So there's a lot of elevation going on. You got an island out here. They won't let you explore the full map until the full version comes out. In fact, you see this little invisible line right here on the map. That's as far as you can go. This little box. It actually stops right here as well. But I've gone out to some of these other areas before, and the game just looks beautiful. Because there's like a forest area, there's a desert area, sort of a red mountainous area. It's pretty nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this location right here. And as you can see next to my mouse pointer, there's little location numbers. So that's a good way to tell your friends, hey, check out so-and-so location, you know, 10,958 and 7,041. Something along those lines. And it's a good way to find resource. So I'll show you the resource scanner as well. And you'll find that on the handheld PC. So if you bring up your handheld PC, you'll see you got help, which kind of gives you a little bit of a help thing here, but also a scan button. And as you can see with the scan, you can kind of overlook the three-dimensional area of where you are. And down here are the different metals that you could select to scan for. So I'm going to select gold, copper, iron, silver, aluminum. Yeah, let's just select them all. Oil, coil, and zinc. So let's do a scan. Let's see if it finds anything in this particular area. Yeah, so far, yeah, we didn't find anything. So there's really not much under us. But you can see under this mountain there's a cave over here. And I know about this cave because there's a hole over here that I fell in a long time ago. There's a little segment over here. So this is more useful than just resources. You can see where some of the caves are at, how big some of the caves can be. So the scanner will become helpful. We got a long way to walk. Okay, let me get my sword ready. I don't like the way they're looking at me. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Ah, they're fighting the little guy. And the little guy is throwing rocks. He lost. Like I said, individually you could take them on, but if they're ever in large groups, be careful. Oh gosh, I hope I get this done before nightfall. There is a fast travel option. If you've already explored an area, you have a choice of fast travel. Depending how far away you are, it'll cost you meat to travel there. So if night happens to fall, I'll just fast travel back to the camp. Because you don't want to be caught out at night without some decent weapons, which I am sorely lacking. I only have a wooden sword and wooden shield, which is really not worth much of the time. Here in a little bit, I might just go ahead and start mining some stone. Just so I can make some stone weapons and tools. They're much more effective than wooden, obviously. I mean, as you know, in most games, they do that sort of thing. Okay, those birds, I don't think they attack you, but there are plenty of flying creatures in this game that will. Okay, am I even going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay, in fact, I think I see in the distance, it's back behind there. That's where we're going. Isn't this beautiful? It's even better when you have the music on. I keep the music off because I was too lazy to look up the copyright material to see if I'm allowed to play the music in this video. Most cases, YouTubers are not allowed to do that, so I'm just playing it safe. Although the music can get a little repetitive over time, that's another reason why I turned it off, but some people might enjoy it more. The music changes in different biomes. Such a long walk. As you can see, I'm not really running into much trouble. By the way, those green things I passed, do not attack those. They are pretty dangerous. Granted, if you take one down, they provide a lot of meat, but they have a ranged attack. I don't know, they spit these spikes or something at you that do a lot of damage, so I recommend not messing with them until later in the game when you're capable of taking them down. However, they do come in handy when if you run into trouble, you can lead trouble to them, and they will attack anything that attacks them. There's not much that does that. I think the fire bears is usually when I do that. Okay, we found Chen. Hey, Chen.
Yep, I'm a member of the Colony Defense Force. So you found our camp, huh? Glad to see there are other survivors.
He sounds a little lazy. But in this game, he's not. I mean, look, he's got weapons and everything. Okay. Do you have anything else for me to do? I got a handgun and bullet script. So, as you can see, you can get a script for handgun and build a handgun just through the replicator, which is a standard gun that's in the game. But I highly recommend actually using the creation system to build your gun, because if you do it right, you could get more damage out of it. Okay. What's this place? It's a meteorite crater. I was getting spectrometer readings, blah, 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 blah. So, I'm up for sentries, so basically we got to dig up some resources. So here's the meteorite crater. Now, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the scanner here to give you an idea of how the resources show up, and I'm kind of sliding down the hill here, but that's okay. So I'm scanning for all of those. So I'm hitting the scan, let it process, and there you have it. See, those are the different resources that are currently underground. I love how that looks. That looks pretty cool in my opinion. So you kind of know where you need to dig and for what. So let's go ahead and... The problem with digging is it can take a while, and I really don't want to bore you guys. I'll just do a little digging just so you can see what it looks like. It's not exactly like Minecraft where you quickly destroy a block and collect the resources. It runs a little bit slower on here, and you can even see it in the texture. Like there's iron right there. You might be able to see some copper. No, I don't see any copper. There might be... is there a little... Almost looks like a little bit right here. Is that copper? No, I think that's just stone. Oh, that's marble. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, there's marble, stone. Oh, you know what? There might be some... That might be just dirt. Marble. Okay, let's just get straight to the good stuff. I'll just start getting this iron here. Whoa! Camera, come on. Okay, there we go. So we got 3 iron. Now, with a better pickaxe, you can actually get more resources, if I'm not mistaken, in a single hit. So I don't want to mine too much of this with a wooden pickaxe, so I'm really not going to do it. But as you can see, the mining can be a little slow. But I'm hoping, I hope they speed it up a little bit. So that gives people more options of building caverns underground and whatnot. But I think they're trying to work out some glitches as well, because I know there were some problems where you would dig a certain area, but then instead of actually creating more underground caverns, what ended up happening was you would end up digging a straight hole through the ground, and you would fall through the entire map and die. So that happened to me once before. I think they fixed that particular glitch, but hopefully it won't sneak up again. So with that said, I think I'm going to stop it here. Not the most exciting of all videos, but I think the most exciting part is that it is now on Steam, so I don't have to do these manual updates anymore. And you guys can actually look it up yourselves. If you have a Steam account, get on Steam and try to look these guys up. This is a really good game. Like I said, it's still an alpha, so not everything is done yet. They still got a ways to go. This is version 0.75. And yeah, check out their website as well, Pythia Studios. Right, with that said, please click subscribe below. Hit like, comment, anything else that you want to add about this game. Please do, because we want to know more. I have not really played the story all the way through in which they allow us to play just yet, so I don't know exactly how far the story gets, so I'm really excited. Alright, with that said, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.